But in general, I do find taxis a little, I don't know, awkward. I don't know. As somebody, again, who thinks about things a lot socially, I like to think of like the perfect social situations.
What's awkward about them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. So, okay, well,
I mean,
actually,
you talk so highly of taxis, right?
in
Like,
Japan, it's good because I know they'll actually, no, some of them do actually try and talk to me.
Yeah.
I was about to say
Yeah.
none of them ever talk to me, but some of them will.
I feel some of the older ones, they bust out a conversation.
Yeah. Some
Very
people
friendly.
who also like maybe learned English in college or
Especially,
something.
I've noticed taxi drivers in the countryside. To
Yeah.
me, as
Oh,
like,
yeah, they love to talk to you.
talking.
Yeah.
In the city, it's just like, all right,
It's-
you're a
it's-
customer. I'm a taxi driver. I will not communicate in any way,
Yeah,
shape, or
yeah.
form.
It's charming in Japan, I think, when the taxi drivers try and talk to you.
I agree.
Especially in English, when they try and talk to you, it's like, oh, damn, you're putting on the work. So please focus on driving, but, go ahead.
The best taxi driver I ever had was in Okinawa, and we were going from.
What constitutes a good taxi driver?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, well, it was a good
Wait,
taxi driver.
Do you like it when your taxi drivers talk to you?
Sometimes I gotta be in the right mood. I feel.
Yeah, same here.
Like sometimes I'm just so if it's like fucking 3 a.m. right,
Yeah.
and I'm like either drunk or just tired or both.
Yeah.
and I'm stepping in. I don't want to have a fucking conversation with the taxi driver. at 3
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
Well-
Sometimes you get in a taxi driver and they ask how your day's going, and I'm just like,
I'm just like,
you know what?
can you not
Here we-
tell by the way I look?
here we go, here we go.
I mean, it depends if I'm alone or with friends. Have you ever had a taxi driver who butt into a conversation between you and friends?
Oh yeah.
No.
I hate that. That
Yeah,
drives me
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. This isn't a social invitation, sir.
No, but the best taxi ride I had was in Okinawa because we were gonna go.
Okay.
We were going from our hotel to this like one castle
Okay.
in Naha, and it was like a 30-minute taxi ride.
Okay.
Right.
And the dude was like, obviously an older gentleman,
Yeah.
but he clearly had been there his entire life. So,
Yeah.
and he knew immediately. He's like, "Oh, foreigners, you clearly don't know a whole lot about this place, huh?" And he started talking, and he took us on this really fucking scenic route,
Oh,
like
that's pretty
throughout
nice.
all these like places. But he
Yeah.
said, he's like, "I took you on the scenic route, but I'll charge you for the regular route."
Oh,
So he was
guy.
nice enough. So he would like actually like kind of stop the car and kind of be like, "This is this," and this is kind of
Man's
cool
a
thing.
tour guide. No,
No,
he's
he legit. Like he was like a tour
damn.
guide.
I actually had something very similar happen to me when I went to Koshi Valley because we wanted
Yeah.
to go to this
A
one.
taxi driver's just part-time, like fucking tourist.
Yeah,
legit.
I think they're just happy because they're just happy. One, they're happy to have tourists there.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm pretty sure business has not been banging
true,
this
true,
year.
true.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Sydney were on his taxi ride to get to this winery, and he's like, "Let me give you a tour of the other wineries in the area as well, just in case you want to go."
Yeah.
You want to go to it, and he only charged us for the taxi ride to that one winery. But yeah, we got a tour of like
Yeah,
every
damn,
winery
You guys
down
need
there.
to show me these taxi drivers.
Yeah.
I'm never getting
I mean,
this.
again, like I feel taxi drivers like that though really only exist in the countryside.
Yeah, you don't really
Right.
get that in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Dude, in Tokyo, they're fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would be too, to be honest.
I also, there's, what's the, it's in Roppongi. There's a big cemetery. I'll find it.
Oh yeah. I forgot the name of it.
Giant. I'll
Yeah.
send you a picture of Mudan. But there's this whole area right next to this giant cemetery, right? There's a
Yeah.
big stretch of road.
Yeah.
And taxi drivers just sleep there. Like,
Really?
There's hundreds of taxis parked, right? And they all park and they all just sleep and like change clothes in this area. It's on a busy road in a really busy area.
Right.
And they all just sleep there.
Wow.
It's so bizarre. Yeah, you can do that here. You can just park your car on a busy road
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just sleep.
Yeah.
Like people do that. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that in the UK.
No, I feel most countries you can't do that.
No, even in the countryside, that'd be weird. Someone would like come and stop you and be like, "Yo, you okay? What's up?"
Have you, by the way, seen? I couldn't fucking believe this, but have you seen those like rare taxis that you can get in Tokyo?
Rare taxis.
So I can't believe Japan has actually done this, but they've literally turned taxis into gacha.
Oh my god.
Like,
Of course they have.
So,
Of course they have.
I forgot the exact name of it, but I think it's called like Sakura taxis.
Right.
So you know how like in most taxis in Tokyo, and this is only a Tokyo thing, but like you know how on taxis like they usually have like the signs on top of the car
Yeah.
that like show whether the taxi's open or whatnot.
Yeah.
Apparently, out of I think like the 7,400 taxi cars in the Greater Tokyo area, there
Yeah.
are 5 taxis that have like a Sakura thing on top of it.
Yeah.
And supposedly that's like the SSR of taxis. And it's like, and
What'd you get? What
no,
buffs
because
you
one
get?
of my friends actually got it the other day.
Yeah.
And when you enter into the taxi, it's lot nicer and like actually like first class of taxis. And
Oh, damn.
inside there's like a little sheet of paper that says, "Congratulations, you found one of 5 ultra rare taxis."
Fuck, I hate that. I think that's so fucking cool.
Yeah, I think that's so fucking cool. And I'm just like, I really want to kind of go around now trying to find this fucking mythical taxi, this SSR taxi.
Dude, my fucking gacha pool.
Yeah, right.
It's the gacha pool of taxis now.
Gaunt's
Oh
like
my god.
frothing already. He's like, oh my.
It's like every
God.
time you use like Tokyo Taxi app,
Yeah.
you're just like, come on, give me the SSR, give me the SSR.
What is this, like a 0.014 or something like that? Fuck it, I'll give it a go. Why
Yeah.
not? All right, Connor, let's get more taxis now.
Gaunt's just calling taxi after taxi to his house, and they're all just parked up.
It's like, are you the rare taxi? No, don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't need a taxi. Let me.
It's like,
let me
oh
next
fuck,
one.
it's blue bag. He's just like, come on, give me the gold bag, give me the gold bag. Well, I just think that's so fucking cool. That like that's just like one extra, I guess, like piece of enjoyment you can have as a tourist, right? Like
Yeah.
knowing that now, when you come to Japan and you go on a taxi, like you can look forward to that being like, finna pull the SSRs of taxis.
It's the one reason as a tourist you should use a taxi because god damn they're expensive in Japan. man.
In Tokyo, dude, they're fucking expensive.
They get pissed off if you take a short journey as
Yeah.
well. I've
Yeah,
noticed that.
yeah.
And I've taken, sometimes I've had like too much shit to carry, so I've had to get like, it's like a short walk from the station to my house, but I remember like a few times when I've gotten the taxi because I had like too much stuff to carry, they were like, oh, there? Okay.
Oh, here?
And then I
This
say
house?
like, yeah. And then I say like, thank you when I leave and they don't say it back. And I'm
Really?
like, wow, okay. In Japan, that's like the biggest fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
didn't say thank you back. The audacity.
That's like the equivalent of flipping the bird.
That is
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
literally.
yeah.
I didn't realize that
shit.
until someone pointed it out that it happened another time as well. They were like, wow, that was really rude. I'm like, was he? I thought he was just driving.
Well, he didn't say thank you back. What a
Yeah, because
what a fucking asshole.
The first time it happened was a similar situation where it was like a very short journey. It was like
Yeah.
an $8 journey, not
Yeah.
even, right?
Yeah.
And then I got out and the other person with me was like, wow, that was so rude. And I'm like, what was rude? You just drove us. You didn't say anything. He's like, yeah, I said thank you. You didn't say it back. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Okay.
The
sure.
audacity of this bitch.
I'm finna get back in that car and give him a slap, you know? Like,
No, but like that's the thing. It's like it's just Tokyo taxis that are just so fucking expensive because
Yeah.
like if you think about it, catching a taxi in Tokyo is a luxury because trains are just so fucking convenient in Tokyo. Whereas the moment you're out of the greater Tokyo area, a lot of places without a taxi you're
yeah.
fucked.
Well,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
depends. I think it depends where you're going because there's some. If you're on the outskirts of Tokyo,
Right.
Sometimes if you're going in like like a I don't know, quarter circle, let's say, they don't really have trains that go like London, right? It's
Right.
the exact same where trains go in and out, and they don't go around normally.
Right.
So if you want to go to the outskirts, most of the time to get like just a 15-minute taxi drive away, it might require you to go in all the way to Central and then go out.
Yeah,
which
that's
is like
true.
50 minutes, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, how much is 45 minutes of my time worth or 30 minutes? You know?
Right, but
Yeah.
I think like the majority of people
Central
just don't
Tokyo,
really
you have no
care
excuse.
about that, right?
Yeah. If you're like, going to Shinjuku
Whereas
or
in
Shibuya.
Okinawa, there's literally one tram line that goes for 5 stops. And that's the only train line that they have on the entire island. So that's why the
God damn.
taxis are like half the price that you get in Tokyo.
Yeah, if the people rely on it, the local government will.
Yeah,
help.
like a 30
I'm
like
sure.
the 30-minute taxi ride in Okinawa I was talking about was like 2,000 yen.
Oh shit,
It was-
seriously.
Yeah, it's really
Because
cheap.
in Tokyo, that would be about like 60, 70 bucks.
I'm convinced,
About-
right, that in Tokyo they don't make people retire. They make them become taxi drivers. That's like
Yeah,
I
legit.
swear, most taxi drivers, when I see a young taxi driver, I'm like, wow, you've made a career choice.
Yeah, I'm like,
you made
something's up.
you made a
Something's
bold
up.
career choice here. What's going
yeah,
on?
Because I speak to people and they like. I swear to God, they look at taxi drivers like McDonald's workers here.
Yeah.
like it's a.
Do they?
Because it's like you don't need any qualifications except
Yeah.
drive, which they expect you to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just like a throwaway job that they make Oji-sans do.
Yeah, basically. It's like I think the average age of a taxi driver here is like 70.
It's like you can retire, or in Japan
You become a taxi
You
driver.
either see yourself retire or become a taxi driver. It's like
It's
I
either
guess.
taxi driver or like a construction worker, but not actually
Oh,
doing
yeah.
construction. Just
Yeah.
like holding the signs and being like, this way, please.
Yeah. It's nuts how fast they build houses here. It's like crazy.
Yeah, we
yeah.
had like a whole school be built right next to the apartment I'm living in the span of the year I was living here,
Jesus.
which is fucking insane.
They built a full like 3-story house next to me in like 2 months.
Fucking
Yeah.
And I
hell.
was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
right.
yeah. No, it is crazy. Like, especially like, say when you go into like the city or whatever, and you haven't been for maybe like a couple of months. It's surprising the amount of things that have changed.
Yeah.
Being like, oh, this building was completely different 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Now it's just magically here.